What's up, everybody? My name is Erin, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio. It's Casual Friday. We're playing another demo. This is Cabernet. It looked interesting, definitely something in the vein of the types of games that I typically enjoy and play on a regular basis. And just seeing this woman chomp down on a rabbit in the trailer made me super uncomfortable. So I said, yes, I have to play it. I have to know. She's a vampire. She's struggling to blend in with the living. It's just, I'm fascinated already, and we haven't even clicked in yet. Oh, that animation on the title screen is so good. Eastern Europe, end of the 19th century.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa.
And it's voiced, which is another reason why I wanted to play it.
I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly, someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Despite her obvious calling for medicine, so a doctor doesn't feel like the right answer. A musician, a writer, a politician. If this is like a choices matters game also, that's very cool. I'm going to say a writer.
A famous writer. You should have heard how
Oh,
she could spit a
we
yarn.
got a stat increase. All right. That is fun.
She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl. The creatures she made up, the stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents.
Oh.
By the time she graduated,
Thirst for the written word or a scientific mind. Let's go with the scientific mind.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it.
Having your stat boosts or whatever in the intro like this in a narrative way is so fresh and unique. I am in love.
Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it. But I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
Passionate artist, true friend. Maybe we're just inevitably going to fill out all of our stats by the end of this, so we all start with 5 and be well-rounded. I do want to say passionate artist just because I think it's really cool to have like a balance of art and science in your life. So I'm gonna go with that.
Even with all her talent for science, what everybody truly knew her by was her artistic nature and angelic voice. Do you remember her summer night performances at the cabin? Her singing, no matter the song, time or place, it felt like it spoke to you alone. Haunting, otherworldly, beautiful.
Oh, okay. So what I gather from this is that we did not choose a true friend or politician, so I'm going to say our sociability is non-existent, which relatable, am I right?
She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off.
You bring in vodka to an open grave? Okay. Okay.
A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
Wherever she is now, I bet she's not in that grave.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep.
I love the little animations.
My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
That scared me. Huh. Oh, do I have to speak now? Okay. That's fine. Dear Lord.
Mom? Cola?
Okay, well they did say it's some things are unfinished. My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Well, okay, I guess it makes sense because the italicizing that this is our thoughts. So of course they wouldn't be voice acted, maybe. I don't know. Play the game, Aaron! Like I slept for days. WASD, my true weakness. Alright. Alright, I've been instructed on the proper form for WASD. I've been doing it wrong for a long time now. I apologize. And we... Okay, yes, we can go up. Oh yes, I didn't read that, but I figured we need to get a spacebar. Kerosene lamp. Old kerosene lamp someone left in the room. I love games with inventory slots. Either this is a nightmare, or I am in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
I don't know, my dude.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
I'm also trying to figure out where here is. Her dress is dirty. Either she crawled out of the grave herself, or somebody dug her out. Okay, Lisa's medallion. A handcrafted sterling silver medallion passed on to Lisa by her father. Press tab to access the journal. Open tasks can be found in quests. Test it out. Ooh, I love it. I love a good... I just love these kinds of games. Especially those that have, like, a quote-unquote note-taking mechanic or something to help me keep on track. Like, I love the calendar in here because sometimes I'll get so focused on what's happening in the game and then I'll forget what my current objective is. So having something like this is very welcome. Got no money. These are our stats. Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Really? I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that she is not aware. Let's just do a quick swoop around to make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay.
Locked.
Of course. Is walking away just going to be a thing where it's... If I hadn't finished exploring the room, I could have? Alright, let's call for help.
Locked. Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone! It's no use.
Oh, fine. Are we gonna say the same thing if we click on something twice? Oh. Wait to interrupt me, my dude.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help. Are you still there? Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much.
But is opening the door a good idea? Ooh, I'm excited.
Will you help me?
I can open the door, but will I? Nah. Bitch.
What is it that you want from me?
Money, treatment, favor. I feel like a favor could be treatment. We already know we got no money. Let's start with a favor, because we don't know the situation we're in right now.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
Ooh, now as soon as I click that, I start thinking, that's probably the most dangerous thing I could do.
And it's settled.
Yep.
Whoever you are,
Unfortunately.
do you hear me?
I want to believe we'll be fine, but this is not going to be like a happy-go-lucky game, I feel.
If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
Beautiful pronunciation. I will not be able to replicate it. Yes, so I don't think this is going to be a very feel-good, happy-go-lucky kind of story, which is fine, which is great. I love the variety. I love the dark aesthetic, the atmosphere. I just, yeah, I'm already fully intending to purchase this game when it gets fully released. I'm enjoying it so far, and we've done pretty much nothing yet. This is great. I'm having a good time.
Ah!
Uh-oh, we got burnt?
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up.
Is it sunlight out? Oh, it says dusk on our little watch up in the corner.
I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Huh.
The cupboard is locked.
Yeah.
Why would anyone keep something of value in a place
This
like this?
bucket is very upsetting. Yeah, either this is a nightmare or this is hell. I think the only thing that we can do right now. Well, is there anything in our quests? Welcome to the High Life. Okay, so we just have to escape the chamber.
It's open. No one.
Okay, I was afraid to open it because it's like, we got burnt, and then like, if we open
What
it,
have
is
I
it
gotten myself
daylight out or
into?
what? Because I know we're a vampire. I don't know if that is how we died initially, or if this was always the plan. Oh, and it scratches it out for you. Yes! Got a rank increase. Earning experience points increases your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Press plus minus next to a skill you'd like to modify. Once you finish distributing all the points, press accept changes. Ooh. Oh, replayability value. Yes! So, history and politics. I want to beef up the science and the logic a little bit. And then I want to go history and politics. Okay. Just so we kind of have something in all of our stats. What does this mean? Oh. This is fun. So seek a way out. Right? And these are bones, so I'm wondering, like, we saw the open grave thing, but maybe we are in, like, the family mausoleum.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Ew.
What a peculiar painting.
How so? Oh, this is great. So what I am capable of is what's going to allow me to unlock choice. Oh, this is so smart. This is smart and I love it.
The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy.
Replayability. I love that in a game more than anything.
If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage.
Oh, so and if we had a higher history, then we could examine the people and be like, oh, maybe we knew them, but we can't do it. It's locked. We gotta leave. I wonder. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that once we like finish a level or leave an area, It would be interesting to see if we could come back, like if we got our history up enough, if we could double back to this location at some point to get that extra information. That would be wild.
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
5 coins. I mean, who's gonna stop me?
After all that has happened, I think I deserve this.
We don't know what's going on. That's probably gonna... I don't know if that's gonna have any ramifications for our character later. Oh, it is! It is! Oh, this is so good! Lisa's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. Oh, I was wondering if that was like, you know, like, good moral, bad moral, or decision making. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I cannot stop singing praises about this. I am in love. And we've gained nihilism. Or nihilism, however you say it. Touch it.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies.
I feel like that's something I've heard about before. But why is that?
Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have heard something like that before. Maybe something similar, if not exactly that.
Silly superstition, of course.
I don't know. A lot of superstitions are based on truth at some level. If I let the cover stay... Okay, we already know that our character here is a vampire. I think removing the covers will be beneficial in a way that will be like, oh my god, we don't have a reflection. But is that going to prematurely progress the story before I look at the end of this hallway, or... No, you know what? I'm gonna remove the covers. I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm gonna remove the covers. We're gonna see we have no reflection, and then I don't know if that's gonna freak us out too much, but we'll go from there, okay?
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense.
That's right, we're very scientific. Oh, no,
What is this? Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Okay, so we didn't immediately spiral, which is what I was kind of concerned about. All right, let's check this last door before we ascend to the steps. Man, no loot. Ew.
Eerie.
Science?
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
Probably for continuity. Well, science and logic, okay.
Oh, this is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this.
Yeah,
I just need to look straight ahead.
We're also fresh out of a grave, darling.
Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side.
Me too, girl. Fingers crossed. Here we go.
What in heavens is all this?
Here's the site. Not what I was expecting.
I will make sense of all this later.
Oh no, I'm all dirty and gross.
Something is wrong. My head is spinning.
Are they all vampires? They're drinking blood, I guess. Is this where all new vampires go?
I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
And I love that the motion on screen coupled with, you know, what our character is feeling, just, oh my gosh, devs, you put so much work into this, so much little details that I've never gotten out of any other game like this. This is amazing.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
Bitch.
You must be a nihilist. It's spreading all over the country
Oh
like
my
a plague.
gosh.
You two don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what's on the other side of that door?
Now. The dirtier, the better.
Damn.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I dull my
They're all
fangs just to
vampires.
spend
Oh,
the
this
night
is
in the
great. Is this like a little safe haven?
Miss, are you all right?
No, I didn't
Mind
want to
your own
progress
business,
yet. I
Katya.
wanted to look at the
It's
whole
rude
room.
to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello? I'm Elisa.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice.
Who's the doctor?
Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the
They
ground.
know what's up.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
I'd love to catch you up, dear, but sadly I have some urgent business to attend to, thanks to this gentleman over here.
Typical man.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around when she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused. If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Well, we only got one option. Drink from the glass and we know it's blood.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel
And our
a
glass
lot
is full in the
better all of a
corner.
sudden.
Oh, this is so cool.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Oh no. Orlova?
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child.
I was like, oh no, did I forget her name?
Now off you go, change and mingle.
I gotta pay
Time
attention. So
is
yeah, if I
money.
did not remember her name, then our relationship would not have improved. Perfect. Good to know. When you are healthy, hold shift to increase your walk pace. Oh, that's beautiful. You gonna talk shit about me too? Can't walk around. They said I got digs in the closet. Is this it? let's look around. Can I wash up, please?
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
We don't want to be reminded that we're vampires, I think is the thing. Let's just wash up without the mirror. We don't want to freak ourselves out. And this is also like
That should do it, hopefully.
I was fine removing the cloth in the basement area because it was dirty and it looked abandoned. But since we're now like in somebody else's quarters, if you will, we're gonna respect their decision to keep the cloth on the mirror. And that's my logic.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
Me too, bestie.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
How much? Oh, we got a little armoire. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this game has everything. Oh, we look so dapper.
It's perfect.
We get to see what
It's
we
like
look
a
like
glove.
before we put it on. Oh, this is so nice. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a good time.
I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Oh yeah, I said we got added him to our relationships with the Countess and Hussar. So, we're 50, 55. Okay, so we could go, like, be real tight with some people and be like some others' worst enemies. Oh, this is so much fun. I was gonna say the same thing about the fresh food.
I'm starving,
Yeah.
and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Okay, they moved out of the way a little bit. Oh, the little walk cycle is so cute. Alright, fess up. Yeah, alright. I didn't know if we were gonna look in and be like, look at all the party goers. Some interactions cost action points? What? How many do I have?
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Which speaks to the question of how we got out of the grave. I think someone pulled us out. Let's be catty.
I wish I could return the compliment, but you look quite
Oh,
pale
we're
and
really
dreary.
down on the nihilism train.
Must be from all that tobacco.
Well, he was, to be fair, he was quite rude to us at the very, very beginning.
Huh. I like a lady with a sharp tongue.
And it worked out for us.
However, I'm afraid my paleness doesn't come from smoking. Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Oh, our literature's so low. I don't want to guess.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
Simply, we are vampires.
And because we did the mirror thing, we unlocked... Oh, this is so good. I can't stop being in awe.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
I'm smiling ear to ear right now. This is great.
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
I don't even remember how it happened.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience. What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that.
And how much time has passed? That's another question.
Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
No, you don't understand. I'm a raging introvert.
All right then. I'll go see if someone can actually help me.
Meh.
All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Gosh, she's so sassy. Hey, bitch. Do I have to... Can I just walk near them, or is there going to be an action thing to pop up?
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes. Well, apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
Damn.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us.
What do you mean by that?
Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Do we want to eat him?
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
Okay, my first thought, just because he is in a room full of vampires, which is one of my favorite Drawfee bits, by the way. He's in a room full of vampires. My first thought, well, first I thought he was a vampire as well, but I do see his face is a little more flush, so he is human, but I was thinking, okay, he's making dolls. Is he like something to do with ghosts or exorcism, possession? He has these dolls to catch spirits, something like that. That would be fun.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
I mean, she's beautiful. I'm not gonna knock this guy we just met.
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it.
Yeah, man, do what you love.
I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
I feel like this is not gonna be the last time we see Matilda. Oh, and it's midnight now. I'm just noticing our little watch in the corner. Oh, it's so... okay. Is it after we've accomplished a certain amount of tasks, or am I on a time crunch? That's important.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress.
Oh no, was it like bring your own meal kind of thing? Are we gonna eat this man? He's not getting out of here alive, is he? Oh, dang it. All his dreams just getting thrown in the trash.
She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work.
She saw something in you, alright. I don't think it was your potential.
She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I think she saw the guy who was cut off from his family and has no one to go home to, so they went and noticed if he went missing.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
He's not leaving here alive. Oh no. Oh no.
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
Yep, it sure will. You're hoping to make some sales tonight. You're not gonna do that. Oh no.
But what's the point of living if you
Oh,
don't
this is
believe
so
in people
sad.
and yourself?
This is so sad.
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are.
Oh man, I can't save you, can I?
Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
I bet they all take turns bringing someone to these dinner party things. That's why there's real food on the table. It's for him. Oh no. I guess we just
Have
need
you
to
tried the Countess's Cabernet?
just walk around.
Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
You look available to talk.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
A new quest.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
This information was in the trailer, so I feel comfortable sharing it.
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
So is the glass not just blood?
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
I like Arbin. Okay, we've got some new things added to our glossary, which is super fun. Oh, Hussar, a member of the Light Cavalry originating in Central Europe during the 15th and the 16th centuries. The title and distinctive dress of these horsemen were subsequently widely adopted by light cavalry regiments in European armies in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. Hussar are frequently associated with being ladies' men who are prone to drinking and debauchery. So that's not his name. This is profession or his title. That is fun. Oh, I love that we have a little glossary. This is great. I love it. Okay, what's a domovoi? In the Slavic religious tradition, domovoi, also spelled blah 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 blah, is the household spirit of a given kin. They are deified progenitors. That is to say, the fountainhead ancestors of the kin. Sometimes he has a female counterpart, Domania, the goddess of the household, though he is most often a single god. The domovoi expresses himself as a number of other spirits of the household in his different functions. Interesting. Oh, we got our little medallion. It's like, yeah, that's on our outfit. Cool. I feel bad for Petya.
Come on.
I feel so
Don't
bad
any
for
of you
Petya.
cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine. Get
We don't
lost
want to
then.
associate with Elisa.
Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
Well, I guess if you've lived long enough, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say she's one of the oldest ones in the room. She's been around the longest.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
Why are you sounding so hostile?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure.
Oh no, our names sound too similar.
So, I'm
afraid to
just
ask about
been turned
Petya.
today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
We're taking this very well, maybe even too well.
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market.
Yeah, she went grocery shopping.
He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
Yeah, we called it. We called it. Oh, Petya, I'm so sorry.
A turn for what?
Oh, no.
To spice up the eternity.
I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So,
no, it's
now
pretty
that you
common
have
knowledge.
eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
I suppose so. We're still fresh out of the ground. We've got to have some optimism.
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to,
don't
say,
ask me these uncomfortable
Petya's?
questions, but that's why I'm playing this, because I knew it would make me uncomfortable. I'm going to say equal, simply because this is still so fresh and new. We don't know what's I know what's about to happen, but she doesn't. And oh no, oh man, oh no. I'm going to say equal because we are fresh and new and just trying to figure things out.
What a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Yeah, I wanted to finish my thought earlier where I was saying, yes, I'm playing this game because I knew it would make me uncomfortable. And not necessarily solely that, but it's a different experience. When I go into these types of like narrative-rich, story-driven games, I'm looking to experience a broad spectrum of thoughts, feelings, emotions, how I would react as a player versus how I'm feeding into the character that I'm molding throughout my gameplay. And that is just every facet of this so far has just been so interesting and fascinating. And like I already am looking far down the line. I see replayability value. And I'm both excited and scared about the decisions that I'm going to be making and seeing how Lisa's story unfolds and what she will become, what she will do. It's just, I'm simply in awe. I cannot say that enough, but I'm also so scared right now. Petya's gonna die, y'all. I can't deal with this. God. Oh no. I'm going through it, can you tell?
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed.
And there is also, like, yes, you want to feel like you're in a morally balanced area of, yes, of course all life is equal, but there's always going to be something within us, that self-preservation thing, where in certain situations and environments and who's around us, who we're interacting with, that we're going to feel, you know, because, hey, this is us, this is our life, or not life, this is our body, this is us, we need to protect us because we are scared. So I want to put more value on my life because it's my life. And I would be less likely to place value on the life of someone that I met like less than 10 minutes ago, if that makes sense. Oh, Lisa, you're... Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry about what you're about to witness. I don't know how graphic it's gonna get.
Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
What if we added Matilda? As you know, Petra's not getting out of here alive. We saw that coming a mile away, but what if we add Matilda to our inventory? If that's an option, I would like to do that. Never forget.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
Oh man, our history sucks.
So, are there any other questions you have left?
Even in the demo, there's replayability, and I love that.
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Who put us down there? I highly doubt we got there on our own.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
Okay, so this is a thing that they do all the time.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
Did we get marked?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Only one more. Other creatures.
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me.
Can you maybe, like, give me a book?
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me...
No, I didn't mean to click that.
On top of it, do you know what it...
Let me take a look.
I didn't know where my mouse,
brother.
where my cursor was.
So...
But it was also making me wonder if we had chosen the first two options before the favor, if they would have been like, nah, no good, and it would have inevitably, like, this was an illusion of a choice, and it was always going to be we would owe that entity a favor.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Let's go pay our respects to Petya.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but...
Ooh, our rank increased.
Yes?
From a scientific perspective, I have to admit,
Does this
I'm
mean
curious.
we have to get more points to divvy up in our stats?
This is certainly a unique condition we are in. Oh, I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice.
Did the doctor kill me and make me a vampire?
All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Of course not. Ugh.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
Do we get to turn to a bat?
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time, then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
We've unlocked a new ability. Real quick, though. Yes, we can increase our points. Okay, hold right mouse button. Access vampire abilities and turn to a bat. Ooh! Nice.
Goodness!
Oh, look, we're so cute!
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
We're moving way too fast. Okay, bat landing. Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs whether bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on a surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
I'm also glitching. We're flying so fast.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now? Shh. There. Look.
If only I have 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers.
Well, I guess if we eat him, we don't have to eat Petya, but we're not. We're fine. We got a full glass of blood.
Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me.
Okay. I guess turning into a bat is, like, safer.
How is life,
Just
Trophime?
jumping off something.
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
We're getting all kinds of abilities.
He's fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Sounds something beneficial if we're still planning to be a doctor and possibly a surgeon.
Is it like anesthesia?
In a way. I bet you this fellow in the States who invented it is a vampire.
You mean William Morton?
Mm-hmm. I heard the doctor was toying with that idea before the discovery.
When are we gonna meet this doctor?
He was not happy the Americans figured it out first.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some
Oh.
awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So we could enchant them, but they could still be very angry at us.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way.
Real talk, I can't whistle. Not very well, anyway.
When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
You should only do it to humans, but this implies that you can do it to non-humans. Interesting.
So it doesn't work on other vampires.
That's all the answer I need.
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
And I bet one of the options here is we can stray from them.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
So we can make some friends in high places.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
Don't remind me.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Does this mean we can get Petya out of the party before anything bad happens to him, or is he just already gonna be gone by the time we get back?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you are a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
Oh, you just said he was important.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I already got a full glass. I'm not hungry.
You're as ready
Not
as
thirsty.
you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
But it is the tutorial level.
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
I mean, We have to, right?
His skin smells like wild
Oh, this is why she told us to be careful.
But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
Well, it's... Yes, chickening out, sure. But also, look, I got a full glass in the corner there. I'm not desperate yet.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet.
You're already way past that, my dude.
Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
I love that both, like, your stats and your knowledge, but also your relationship points affects the options that you can choose. That is so good.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first.
That's right, like, is this our house now or what?
But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine. Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Drink even more! No, no. Even if I had enough nihilism, I would still say drink less, my dude. Just drink less.
You will start pacing your drinking.
We've gained humanity. Can we look at our meter? Okay, our humanity is 15. Nihilism is at a 7. I will feel better having more humanity, but I mean, there's so many different ways I can go in this game. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let's turn to a bat. I still think I'm moving way too fast as a bat. I feel like I'm just gonna fly past something. Should I be...
What was that?
Concerned about the... Oh, it's Petya! No, Petya! Petya!
Looks like banquet is over.
Oops.
Someone is still inside, though.
Is this Petya? He didn't bring it out. Oh, yep. There's Matilda.
How could this even
It's
happen?
Petya's doll, Matilda.
Oh, there's Petya on the
This is
table.
So unsettling.
Do we... They look grossed out, like, he was such a nerd. I can't believe I drank that. Oh, this is... We already know. It's Petya. We know. We clocked this so early on.
My God.
Our relationship map has updated. Is he deceased now? Yep. He's got the shroud over him. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know it's a serious moment, but that is such a fun, cool detail. I love it. We're just gonna walk on by. Oh, I can't go down. Wow, he's still, like, they're not gonna clean that up? Locked, okay. There we go, that's what I was looking for.
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
So they didn't mean to kill him.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, a man is still dead, but they were not intending that to be the case. Because they want to keep humans alive. One, to keep everyone fed. And also, you know, stay hidden in the shadows or whatever. Not draw attention to ourselves.
Someone is going to fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one is going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters, but also I understand I'm a fresh face. Maybe an unwelcome guest in some people's eyes. I'm gonna read the room.
That's tragic, of course, but accidents happen, don't they?
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who'll have to explain this to
Well,
Elisa and the
shoot.
Countess.
They were mean to me anyway.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Thank you.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
Still today? Or just like in general, like let him live to a ripe old age and die of natural causes? Is that what you mean? But yeah, I would still like to add Matilda to my inventory, please.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal.
So she's telling us ways to make money or get money.
Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
You're my favorite, Arbin. You've been the sweetest, calmest, most helpful character yet. Please don't leave me.
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
Love it.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin.
Arbin is a queen.
It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
Small vial with blood sustains you for a day.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head.
Oh yeah, I guess if it gets down too low, then we can't exactly be coherent enough to make the choices that we as a player necessarily want to make. Ooh, interesting.
It's not going to last
Speculating.
long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
Love it.
I'll be looking forward to it.
And we can read books. Pass the time. On the Origin of Species, a work of scientific literature that is considered to be the foundation of evolutionary biology, it has introduced the scientific theory that populations evolve over the course of generations through a process of natural selection. Yes, we know. The Prince, a 16th century political treatise. I've never actually said that word out loud. Written by Italian diplomat and political theorist Niccolò Machiavelli as an instruction guide for new princes and royals, the general theme of The Prince is of accepting that aims such as glory and survival can justify the use of immoral means to achieve ends. Oh. I guess I could scroll down more. Let's do that. Well, I can't. We know Charles Darwin. Yeah, okay. The Seagull is a play by Russian dramatist Anton Chekhov, written in 1895 and first produced in 1896. The Seagull is generally considered to be the first of his 4 major plays. It dramatizes the romantic and artistic conflicts between 4 characters: the famous middlebrow story writer Boris Trigorin, and the ingenue Nina, the fading actress Irina Arkadina, and her son, the symbolist playwright Konstantin Treplev. Like Chekhov's other full-length plays, The Seagull relies upon an ensemble cast of diverse, fully developed characters, in contrast to the melodrama of the mainstream 19th century theater. Lurid actions, such as Konstantin's suicide attempts, are not shown on stage. Characters tend to speak in ways that skirt around issues rather than addressing them directly. In other words, their lines are full of what is known in dramatic practice as subtext. The character Trigorin is considered one of Chekhov's greatest male roles. And Carmilla, a gothic novella by Irish author Sheridan Le Fanu, and one of the early works of vampire fiction, predating Bram Stoker's Dracula by 26 years. Which stat would we like to increase? The Prince makes me a little nervous because, justify the use of immoral means to achieve ends. The Seagull, that was a mouthful. So I'm gonna pick that. If my life can ever be of any use to you, come and take it. Oh, and time passed. Okay, so we can read more than one. Well, sure, let's beef up. Well, no, we can't. Never mind, I got ahead of myself. I got excited.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to do...
Do we want to step outside?
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
I'm gonna change back into my nightgown and just call it a night. Okay. Consequences! Yay! You will make choices in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequence. You will not always know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on the screen by this symbol.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Elisa looks pissed. Can we, take a little tour around the room? The balcony closed. I can't go further down than that. I have to talk to her. Just real quick. I just want to explore the room a little bit. Oh, someone got dragged
They must have
away.
taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Yeah. Add Matilda to inventory, please. Just... I guess just saying just so I can remember this moment is significantly morbid. Whoops.
My God.
But I think it would be
here?
funny if we could.
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now.
So don't get on Elisa's bad side.
I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
I guess it's too late to turn him. If that was ever an option. We're still not clear on this world's conditions for becoming a vampire. Like, did she have to drink some blood too? Like, after she got drained? Like, what stipulations needed to be met? I'm curious. I'm gonna say sorry. Even though they said they weren't close, she still brought him to the I don't know, man.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Or whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
Okay, Elisa softened up a little bit for us.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship.
We were scouted. Asshole.
I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I'm gonna pick the middle ground, like, understood. I need to learn the rules of this place.
I understand.
Good girl. You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside. Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
I mean, she's reminiscing.
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on my face, I don't know. I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason.
She misses it. Oh, okay, she's a cinnamon roll.
It's just been a
But
while
don't piss
since
her
I've
off.
seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask
When she
you.
said she misses the sun, that reminds me of, you know, the ending, or kind of toward the end of an interview with the vampire, when I forget all these characters' names, but he started watching movies so he could see the sunrise again. She just made me think of that.
Could you please take this ugly doll with you?
Yes!
Keep looking into its
Yes!
dead eyes.
I was joking, but we get to keep her!
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
I will, mostly because I was already dead set, like, if we're gonna add Matilda to our inventory, I'm gonna get her.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I swear it just blinked.
She's a possessed doll. Oh, we're gonna get along great. I'm deceased, Petya. Oh. Hey, Matilda. What's up? Oh. Oh, I need to go up here. The curtain is open. Mayhaps. She said she unlocked it, right? Honey, I can't go any lower. Are you talking about the, this door up here that was locked? And that's the demo! Oh, I'm so invested in this. Oh, I'm so curious. I can't wait to make choices left and right. I feel like, oh, I'm definitely gonna have to play this more than once. You know, do something like a playthrough that's true to me and what I'm feeling. Another playthrough where I'm just unhinged chaos and go off the rails. Oh, there's so many possibilities and I love it. Link down in the description. Please, 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 please. Please check this out for yourself. Play the demo, pick some different options, do different stats, wish list this now. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play the full game. I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm giving this so much praise, and we've only gotten just a little nibble, a little taste of the amazingness that that's in store. Oh my gosh, okay. That's gonna do it for this week's Casual Friday video. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. And please, 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 I never get comments, but if you do want to comment, leave me some suggestions of games I could play, whether like longer games, some for Casual Friday, demos you think need more, you know, awareness about them. Because if you're gonna recommend a good game, I want to play it, I want to buy it, I want to play it. And that's that. All right, bye.